Alright, we're back. Warning, I'm a tad bit inebriated. I'm gonna try to be consistent when releasing these videos. Um, Moving forward from this point, I think the next place we'll go is after the Mephisto level. I honestly am not sure where we're going next. Asgard. This should be a treat for you guys, given that I plugged a lot of different NPCs in game. The NPCs are actually stripped from a plethora of different Mortal Kombat games. So I hope you guys enjoy the choice of models. Cutscene.
Ho, brave warriors of Asgard! I have come to pay my respects to Odin, Loki. And of course, I brought presents. Behold, my tribute to the All-Father. The day of reckoning has arrived! Long have I been denied my rightful place. But now, I have the power to take it! Odin's throne will be mine!
Okay, admittedly, I'm fairly jarred at Marvel's decision to change their cutscenes. 1 second, another cutscene.
Ever seen. This is the world known as Valhalla. It's where brave Asgardian warriors go when they die. Understand that the only reason we're allowed to make headquarters here is because Asgard has fallen, and they need our help to defeat Doom. Right now, we have two possible missions. First, the gate of the Bifrost Bridge has been locked and needs to be opened. Second, many of the gods are being held prisoner in Asgard. For more information on freeing the prisoners, talk to Lady Sif. To find out about the Bifrost Bridge, talk to Hermod. If you're ready to start now, take the path to Asgard or the portal to Bifrost.
That's fairly interesting. I noticed that Black Widow is roughly the same size or height as Nick Fury and or Samuel L. Jackson. I'll be going inside of the NPC stat and changing her scale to make her shorter. I believe that's something that's feasible. You'll notice that Flash just ran by. I replaced the character. I can't even remember the name of the character that I think it was Hermes, but I replaced that character with Flash, given that, well, Flash is fast, and it's a DC asset that I wanted to integrate into the game. We'll be moving forward. I'll try to figure out where to go to progress the game. I have to say in advance, I am fairly inebriated. I've been drinking Jack and Coke, so if your child is watching this, I apologize in advance. There may be some French in this video. Yeah, I think overall this game is absolutely beautiful. I love this reshade, those colors, the ambient lighting, the blooms and lens flares. There's just a ton of things that look amazing. Cutscene.
Times. The masters of evil have overwhelmed the army of Asgard, and the only path for reinforcements has been closed off to us, the Bifrost Bridge.
Isn't that how your people travel back and forth between Earth and Asgard?
Aye. A great many warriors would return, if only the path were open.
How did Doom manage to block off Bifrost?
The gate at the end closest to Earth has been closed and barred. It can only be opened from our side. But I would warn you, the wrecking crew is guarding the gate.
The wrecking crew?
Ooh, pardon me for not being scared.
I gotta agree with Webhead here. How bad can these jokers be?
The wrecking crew is not to be taken lightly. They are humans who were mistakenly granted the powers of one of my people. More than once, they have sorely tested my powers.
They almost beat you? Then we'd better be on our guard.
They are formidable opponents, but that is not all. Loki has struck a bargain with Hela, the goddess of death. Her minions will also seek to stop us.
So we're fighting gods and the undead. Right. Anyone else nervous about our odds here?
We must succeed. Without those additional forces, there is little hope for Asgard.
Not to worry, Thor. We'll get those gates open.
I thank you, my friends. Let us battle on to victory.
Pretty sure there'll be more voice acting in a second, but I find it absolutely jarring the way these cutscenes have fully detailed CGI models opposing to the in-game models, and then it abruptly switches over to another variation of the same types of cutscenes but using in-game models. It actually bothers me a little bit, considering these videos are actually pre-rendered, and they're pre-rendered using in-game assets. It looks bad, in my opinion. I don't think that was a good idea, but who knows, guys? Maybe there's a reason for them doing so, I guess.
Good. Make your way across as quickly as possible and open the Bifrost gate. But watch yourselves. The wrecking crew aren't gonna be pushovers.
Okay, we're gonna try to push forward. I'm gonna get through the stage as fast as I feasibly can.
And I've reason to believe it is located somewhere near you. Should you find it, would you contact me?
Okay, you guys missed the first sentence, but that lady was looking for her sword called Dragon Fang. I have no idea what she's talking about, but hopefully I'll run into whatever that is later. You'll notice I have Valkyrie warriors in the game instead of the original NPCs that were chosen by Marvel. Given that these characters are still jobbers, I from time to time replace male characters, specifically Vikings, with female characters. Just I don't know, I just prefer to see it. That and the models, in my opinion, look a lot better. I gotta admit, this is a pretty cool modification I added into the game. Basically, Star-Lord comes complete with the booster and quite a few HD Marvel hero models. I chose to integrate him into the game, given that the MCU has a pretty good depiction of the character. Of course, utilizing Chris Pratt. I hate these requirements to take out the NPCs. It's pretty annoying. So kind of like a mental roadblock for me in my case, given that from time to time I prefer to button mash or be able to just utilize the powers that I have, but when they give you those stringent requirements, it forces you to press buttons in sequences that you're not necessarily prepared for. That, and I'm not a reader of the HBP bar, for lack of a better term. Hopefully this playthrough overall is very interesting, consider that I chose to replace every model in game. I'm pretty sure there's nobody else in the world who chose to take this route, given that it's just a lot of work. The tedium involved in replacing NPCs is fairly high. Overall, I have to say, this is still by far my favorite game. This is right up there next to Super Smash Bros. 4. Given that you have the ability to not only modify this game, but I think the gameplay it's ahead of its time. The integration of mini games, which I harp on quite a lot actually, is absolutely brilliant. I think most video games in general should have some type or some form of mini game integrated into them, whether it be a shooter game, an action game, etc. Just you have to kill the monotony because it's human nature to tend to get bored over time from doing the same thing over and over. Overall, I could harp on the reshade. I also could harp on the NPCs having new models, but I guess it is what it is. You guys are gonna notice that I tried my best to litter different franchises throughout this game. Given this is just a Marvel game, I tend to lose interest quite quickly. I am fairly adept or rather knowledgeable in reference to, I guess, Marvel books and animations and movies, etc. So, given that I have so much knowledge on the reference material, I tend to get bored fairly quickly with the choices of characters. I'm aware that I say this a lot too. I'm not really a fan of jobbers. For those of you who aren't familiar with nerdy terms like jobbers basically just means characters that aren't really famous or characters that not really a lot of people are fans of. I don't like seeing a Z-list character pop up in a Marvel game when I'm pretty sure they have other options. So I guess to nullify me having to experience that dissatisfaction of seeing a shitty character, apologize to him, seeing a bad character that I'm not a fan of, I just replaced everything with something that I think should suffice. I enjoy these little puzzles. I actually have no idea what I should do right here. Correction, I do know what to do right here. Guess I have to match up the stones with the proper flooring. So I'll try my best to figure this out real quickly, even though I have no idea what I'm doing, or rather, what's the outcome of doing this. I see the ledge to the right. I'm guessing it makes a bridge or something, but I'm not sure. Again, I hate Doctor Strange. I think Doctor Strange is the worst character in Marvel. It's of course a personal opinion. He's like a old Harry Potter. I don't know. I just don't want to see like wizards and stuff in my superhero shit. So again, I apologize, children. Cover your little innocent ears. Sorry. I got pretty dark humor, but I'm not a fan of Doctor Strange. Trust me, if I could, I would take him out of my roster. But I have a modification in here called the Gold Edition mod, which basically gives you a 33 character roster. But as we can see, you have to make a lot of sacrifices in regards to the HUD and the in-game NPCs. Okay, I thought this would open something up. I'm assessing I have to do this twice. Maybe there's another version of this puzzle across from here or something. We'll just walk around until we figure it out, I guess. Again, I'm inebriated. I'm going to try my best to stay as clear and concise and try to stay on topic to the best of my ability. But I'm drunk, so there's a chance that I might slur or drift. I'm assessing that's an Odin statue, given the eye patch, the shape of the model. I have to admit I love things like this when the stages mix it up. I mean, we just came from hell, and now we're in Asgard, which I'm assessing is the metaphor for heaven. I rather enjoy the variation of each of the stages. I think it's fairly interesting, for lack of a better term. Probably should have said excited. I guess they're the same thing. Oh, by the way, I'm a male, so typically when I have the privilege of being able to modify a game, my penis usually clicks my mouse. I apologize again, children, but I tend to pick like female models wearing thongs, boobs hanging out, etc. Of course, I had some control in this case, given my extreme interest in the respective franchise. Also, I've been trying to be consistent with releasing these videos to you guys, but I'm currently working on a fairly important project to myself that I've been working on for years. That, of course, being Mugen. But I digress. You'll notice Heimdall is in the roster. Heimdall is actually a mod. Heimdall is not part of the default um, character set, for lack of a better explanation for that. And a lot of these models are actually taken from Marvel Heroes. I think so far Marvel Heroes is probably the best models to date, given that the models not only are very high poly, but they choose to mimic a lot of the respected actors from the MCU or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's kind of hard to find. If I had a choice of picking, I guess, a plethora of different characters from the Marvel movies, opposing to something from cartoons and etc., I'd definitely go with the movies, which is what I did in this case. It's always been my opinion, though, most video games that choose to go the 3D route or choose to utilize models for the gaming, let's face it, in the end, their ultimate goal is to be realistic. So I think what's more realistic than using models that mimic real life actors? I don't know, I just think it's a good idea to plug and play what you prefer. That chest just came out of nowhere. I wonder what's in it. Probably something weird. A Daredevil thing. It's pretty cool. I can't seem to pick it up. Yeah, Daredevil figure. Cool. Alright, let's just move forward. I'm going to try my best to give you guys information, just little tidbits of things, trying to refer to movies, animations, the books, etc. For instance, we're running through Asgard. Did you know that there was an animated movie called Hulk vs. Thor, where Hulk actually beat up every god in Asgard? Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel characters by far, given that most material that refers to Hulk has Hulk maxed. He's the only character in the Marvel Universe that has unlimited strength. I always loved in the books when the Hulk hulked out, given that when the Hulk hulks out, it's an event. Literally every character in the Marvel Universe has to stop what they're doing to deal with the Hulk. And I don't know, I always thought it was fairly neat. This depiction of Asgard, where we're running from ship to ship, I don't really totally agree with, given that I've seen a plethora of different things referring to this landscape and the world. Of course, I'm talking about the movies and quite a few of the comics, and I don't recall it consisting of floating boats. I prefer to see castles, more crystalline, crazy, fantastic looking landscapes, but I guess this is what we'll have to delve in the meantime. Then again, I could be wrong. Maybe there's some B-list, for lack of a better term, books out there that I haven't quite yet read yet. For the most part, I've never seen Asgard depicted in this way, so it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Not really sure where to go here. Looking for like something to, I guess, warp me to another stage or wherever the case may be. I'm not really seeing anything, so I guess I'll just fly around. In the future, I'll try to pick faster characters that can warp or just move faster, given that it takes some time to progress through these stages. I take it I'm maxed out on items and etc., so I don't have an option of picking up whatever that was. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I'm legit not sure where to go. Maybe because I'm drunk, maybe not. I don't know. I'll try my best to figure this out though. Okay, that's the fish symbol, for lack of a better definition of it. I'm pretty sure that goes there. So this side is good. Let's go over here. Maybe there's another puzzle. Actually, let's go in this direction. Maybe there's something I missed. over here or something. Hopefully that's the case, so we can progress the story here. I understand this stage is Asgard. I think I actually tried my best to integrate Mortal Kombat assets or models. I can't really recollect, I guess I can't really efficiently recollect what I put in this stage, but I'm pretty sure I have models from the Shaolin or the Valley of Spirits that we were at previously. So I can't read that given it's in Spanish. I'm super tempted to just leave this stage, given that I can't really tell where to go. I'm becoming quite annoyed. Okay, I just flew over that ledge. That was weird. Yeah, I may just be too drunk to be able to figure out what I'm doing. If that's the case, the videos are only 30 minutes, so we got less than 10 minutes to go. So if we get to the 30-minute point, I'll, I guess, review the video later and figure out what I've been drunkenly doing wrong. Sorry, it's funny to me. I always thought there was maybe a portal or something over here for me to leave this freaking stage through. Okay, fish, whatever that is, This, I can't see it. Let's see what this is. Yeah, the symbol matches up. For the life of me, I have no idea what's going on here. Ah, that's weird. Sweet, I figured it out somehow. I apologize in advance, especially for you children out there, but I am drunk. Try my best. I want to consistently give you guys amazing content. Did you guys know that Chris Pratt used to be heavy set? He's actually cut now as like a 6-pack and stuff. Actually, he let himself go from Endgame. Now that I think about it. Actually, Infinity War, he was pretty chunky too. Yeah, but I did notice he drastically lost quite a bit of weight. Got himself pretty fit from Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Which I respect, I guess. I don't know. I've never been like a heavy set person or had any issues with weight, but I respect people that, I guess, have the focus and the diligence to follow through with a workout routine. It takes a lot of dedication, I guess. Of all these characters that I have in my roster, I have to say Heimdall and Thor are the strongest by far. Given that Heimdall and Thor are gods, I think naturally they should be stronger than everyone in the roster. That, of course, besides Hulk, because everyone knows Hulk isn't a joke. Not sure what to do here. Wheel of Fortune, I guess. Charge. I hate these stringent requirements for enemies. It's so weird. This looks like something I should get. Hey, I found what's her face's sword.
Will not forget this. Come to me, Dragon Fang. Together we will aid Asgard and...
Whoa, just for the record, Valkyrie's not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed valley girl in my game. She's black. She's Valkyrie from the MCU. Of course, that's a given that like every NPC in my game is from the MCU, just about. But yeah, just for the record, I used that really pretty strong hot chick from Thor Ragnarok. For scientific reasons, of course. I'm not even sure why I walked over here. I'm pretty sure I opened a new route to leave this stage. Yeah, I thought so. There's nothing over here. Not sure what I'm doing. I guess I'm just murdering these characters for the sake of murdering them. those reasons, I guess. Yeah, these textures are pretty good actually. This game doesn't look dated at all, which I'm pretty shocked about. These models are pretty high poly too. Of course, I'm not just referring to the character models. I think the stages look pretty good. I have to admit, it's taking every video of my character not to just push forward and skip all of this fighting nonsense. I can easily just walk through these characters and just move forward to whatever I opened earlier. But I guess for the sake of gameplay, I am murdering these women. Alright, let's go. Gambit, one of the coolest characters in Marvel, yet we still haven't got a good version in the movies. So disappointed in you guys, Marvel developers. I think Stan Lee dying is a bad thing too. I think Marvel's not gonna suck now that Stan Lee's dead. But let's admit, Stan Lee is responsible for creating a plethora of the most iconic characters in Marvel, given that he is the creator of Spider-Man, he is the creator of Hulk, he is the creator of Iron Man, he's the creator of just godlike characters. What's going on here? That's weird. I take it this is a bug? Whatever, I'll just walk past it. I don't think I care enough to figure out what that was. But if I were to context, given that that's a model I never really replaced, I think this gold edition mod causes those dummies to populate. There's another example. It's fairly weird. And if it's not that, it's probably the excessive or more NPC spawning booster, for lack of a better term, that I put in the game. That may be responsible for that awkward thing occurring. I've never seen it before, and I'm pretty sure I've replaced these Valkyrie characters and attempted to traverse the stage prior to now, and I don't recall seeing that. So I guess by the process of elimination, I'm gonna have to say the reason those dummies showed up is because of that NPC spawning mod, which basically makes more enemies populate at random. That took a lot of damage. Take it, I have to break these. Nope. Cool. Okay, given it's been almost 30 minutes, it's been roughly 28, I'm going to save the game. Don't worry, I'm not going to switch the team until we go to a new stage. I believe this is where I started from. So for the next video, I'll be using the same team. I'll try to cycle through the characters and bring the camera closer for you all. I also try my best to have more material to discuss during the gameplay. Everyone be safe, have a nice day, find $1 on the floor, you deserve it. See you in the next video. Deuces.